Recently, I posted many videos about predictions for 2023 for both home buyers and home sellers. While the real estate market has dramatically shifted since the spring of 2022, today's video is especially prepared for 2023 home buyers and what you should expect during your home buying journey. So if this is you, you've just got to check this out right after this. Hi, I'm Kevin Grolig. I'm a real estate agent with Compass located in Potomac, Maryland. And thanks once again for checking out the latest video in my series, Real Kevin. I specialize in helping both home buyers and home sellers sell and buy within Montgomery County. And I also love working with folks coming in from outside of the area to the area that I call home, Montgomery County, Maryland. So while the real estate market has adjusted quite a bit over the last 8 to 9 months, this is far from a one-size-fits-all real estate market. Let me explain the market and what you should expect. While home sales have declined sharply in Montgomery County over this time, home inventory has remained relatively flat. The reason for this is homeowners have very little incentive to put their home on the market to move across town from their cozy 3% interest rate into a 6 or 7% interest rate. We're simply not seeing a lot of new inventory hitting the market. I also do expect to see a slight rise in demand in Q1 and Q2 of 2023. This year, however, I think we're also going to see a lot of buyers re-enter the market who put themselves on the sideline over the last 6 to 9 months. Many experts predict a slight decrease in interest rates throughout 2023. But nobody is predicting a sharp drop down to the historic low interest rates of 3% that we saw in 2021 and the early parts of 2022. Those home buyers with solid employment, good income, savings, and good credit will most likely realize that their dream of a 3% fixed rate mortgage is gone for good. Bye-bye. At some point in time, they're going to realize that 6 to 7% is the new norm. So to you home buyers who are entering the market and to those of you who are re-entering the market, let's talk about the 4 things that you should expect in today's real estate market. Number 1, price negotiation. Expect in 2023 that price negotiation is going to be more the rule than the exception. Since the beginning of the pandemic, bidding wars was the rule and negotiation on price was a very, very rare exception. That is, unless the home happened to be occupied by a poltergeist. Number 2, contingencies are back. In 2023, most normal safeguard contingencies are back from a 2-year absence. For the better part of 2 years, it was nearly impossible to have a home inspection contingency. In today's market, not only will you most likely get a home inspection contingency, you also will most likely get a radon contingency, an appraisal contingency, and a financing contingency. Number 3, closing cost assistance is back. This is especially helpful for many first-time home buyers who are relying on savings to fund their down payment. Closing costs in Montgomery County, Maryland typically run anywhere between about 3 to 4% of the sales price, and this is beyond your down payment. I would say in most cases, you need to pick your poison. Would it be more beneficial to negotiate a lower sales price, or would it be more beneficial to receive closing cost assistance? In most cases, you won't get both. It's going to be one or the other. Let's take a look at an example of a $500,000 home sale. In this market, it may be reasonable to negotiate 3% off of the list price. On a $500,000 list price, this means potentially purchasing the property for $485,000. In this scenario, you will pay a little less, gain a little bit more equity, and pay a little bit less on your mortgage payment. But your upfront expenses at closing will be greater. The other option is to pay the seller the $500,000 that he or she is asking for in return for $15,000 towards your closing costs. Under this scenario, you'll buy for a little bit more. You'll have a little less equity, but your out-of-pocket expenses will be much lower. Once again, either of these options are possible in today's market, but most likely you're not going to get both. There's really no rights or wrongs to your approach. It's really more about what works best for you when you balance out the cash available versus your monthly budget. Number 4 on the expectation list, 2021 Revisited. Once again, I gotta keep it real. As I said, 2023 is not a one-size-fits-all year. I oftentimes compare this market right now to online dating. The hottest homes on the market will always have multiple interests, which basically means more dating options on Friday and Saturday night. Let's face it, everyone is looking for that proverbial unicorn. If you find a home new to the market in a high demand location and school district, in great condition with high-end finishes, oh yeah, and a great lot, expect to be competing and expect that everything I mentioned in items 1 through 3 has been blown off the map. A great example of this, I recently had a home buyer that I was representing in a home bidding war right in the middle of the holidays. My client ended up being the lucky buyer who got this awesome home and beat out 18 other buyers. Once again, the best homes are going to get a lot of attention. For more information about steps to take to win in a competitive situation, check out this video right here. Well, that's it. What are your thoughts? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm off my rocker? Either way, place a comment, give me a thumbs up, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and better yet, bang that bell icon to be notified when I post new videos. If you have more questions about the real estate market or your specific situation, feel free to text me direct at 240-793-7495. Thanks once again for checking out the latest video in my series, Real Kevin. See you next week.